The time was approaching for us to start end of year examinations, which is the WASI. West African Senior Certificate Examination.
In Ghana, the admissions process is difficult. To be admitted, students will first have to pass the West African Secondary exam. Without the financial resources, unlike their peers, the girls will not be able to take the prep courses that will help them study.
So are you ready for your paper? Yes. At least the lesson you'll be taught for the few days you'll be here.
They also will have to find ways to get the resources to pay for college applications. This is, of course, before they have to figure out how to actually pay for college itself. Because of the limited number of seats available in college, but the growing population of students who want to go to college, very few students will be admitted into school the first time they try. This puts more pressure on the girls to hope for admissions in the first year. Esther is still living with her aunt. Her aunt and her uncle claim that once she's admitted, they'll pay for her college tuition. But last year, Esther was admitted, and they told her to wait another year.
Because you have some of your colleagues in school, they call you, oh, this and this is happening in school. And you feel like, oh, you feel so bad because you haven't been able and you are not too sure if you're going to school next year. You really think a lot. What may happen to you? Will I get to go to school? And you feel so anxious, and sometimes you even lose weight because of that. Yes. Together, thinking, worrying won't solve any problem. So just have to pray to God. And I also applied for scholarships.
But Esther continues to remain hopeful because this is her only option.
I have to pay school fees. Someone has to be there to pay. Yes, of course. And I won't say that I'm afraid of that. I have the faith that, yes, God is going to make a way.
Lily benefits from a supportive mother who is willing to go to no limits in order to pay for her tuition.
When I told my mother from the beginning, she told me she had, been saving towards it.
Any money I get at all, I send it to the bank. So I had to forfeit so many things and save towards that. People even said sell their clothes, their things just to educate their children. I have not done that as yet, but I know that maybe in the near future, if I don't get work, I can sell my things to educate my child, because it is very important.
Unfortunately, Lily's mother's income has gone down.
Because now my work is not moving, so she has to find a job to be doing during the weekdays. I'm also working to be able to take care of myself. So there are certain things that I will need. I wouldn't go to my parents for it because I know I can cater for them myself. Yes, going to university can get me opportunities. I can be able to help my family, my mom especially. Yes, because she has been through a lot to help me educationally. Yes.
Charlotte doesn't have the money. She has been working at a law firm, hoping to save up.
The initial plan was you work, then you go to school. So I took my second pay from my previous work. It was 200 cedis. So I used 100 cedis to purchase the phone. My neighborhood is a great honor to go to a university because people don't even get to finish primary, sort of JHS, then SHS, and then university. So to get there, people, you are really well respected. I'm the one to help them. They are looking up to me to come out, to give my best, and then help the others. So they look up to me and then they go like, I want to be like her. I also want to go to college.
every day and night, so I'm trying to take a flight right out in the sky. Come on, every time I feel like I'm on the trap, I should know it.
Full question. Simple, sensual. You know that's simple. Yeah, you can.
Now you can look around and you see that this confidence has grown to the extent that the students are really excited whenever you throw a challenge to them.
On the whole, we have behaved properly, and we look forward to another exciting time, God willing, next year. Born well.
I was quite nervous. Yes. But all the same, I said to myself, no one is going to do it.
By the grace of God, we have come to the end of this program. It has been a success, and it is all by the grace and the glory of God. So please, with a hand of applause, let's say thank you to God.
Today, she can stand any crowd and speak without winking, and that shows what the female leadership of this school has done.
To take the hot seat to chair the program to a successful end. Teachers and all students, we say thank you, and let us allow the sound of the silver bell, to resound in our hearts till we meet here again next year. Thank you all.
My confidence. I felt like, oh, there is nothing I can't do.
About 6 months will go by before the girls hear back. Once they do hear back, they'll have approximately 1 week to get the money together in order for them to go to college. If they're not admitted, the girls will have to try again the next year. Some will be admitted but will still be unable to attend because they cannot afford it. Some will try their luck again the next year. Others will give up. All of the girls have graduated, but it's been 1 year and they're still not in college. I returned to see what they were all up to.
We start school soon too, or I'm not sure, whatever you guys are doing. It depends on the institution.
Yeah, still.
Okay. Is that the last school you're waiting for? She really wants legal. I know, so does Esther. And
Esther, she's the Cape Verde.
Yeah, Esther.
But I don't know why
she told me yesterday that she told me yesterday she passed on. You talking about Cape Coast, right?
I don't know why she does it, because she can make it.
Yeah.
In Cape Coast.
After waiting at home for a year due to finances, Esther has been admitted into one of Ghana's best universities, the University of Cape Coast. But it appears that she will still be unable to go.
I went to the post office, yes, the central post office, to get it. And I got it. I was so excited. I showed it to my auntie. The husband came around. They were like, oh, the money involved is quite huge, and we have to buy things for school and all that. So I think you have to let this one go and let's see what happens. And so I was trying to check on my application for the scholarship. Nothing was happening. I don't know. Nothing was happening. I didn't know what to do. So I was trying to look for other alternatives. I was trying to figure out whom I could talk to.
Being like a TV that will air on television.
And so with that being said, a lot of everything now is like social.
Esther, what can I do for you? She said, Madam, I want to find out if you have a scholarship. So I was taken aback and I couldn't understand the question properly, because scholarship, and then I asked, what for and why now? And she said, Madam, I have gained admission to the University of Cape Coast. So I just looked at her in surprise and shock. And you were sitting here at this time, Esther. What happened? Why couldn't you come to me earlier on? And she was just staring at me. And I really felt, no, lady, you need to help this girl.
For now, I was saying no, because things are not going actually.
Things are not together.
Yeah. Mission to Cape Coast. I'm like, no, hell no. I checked that last Sunday and this is Thursday.
The vice president.
So we went to Cape Coast. It took them 2 hours to find my letter. So getting the letter, I was like, is this really mine? My name was already there. Just that there was a mistake somewhere.
Hard questions.
Yeah.
About what?
It was not that happy feeling like any other student who would be happy to have an admission. I was thinking so much. How am I going to start this? I'm not prepared. I have nothing. I have not bought anything. And I'm going to school. So I was kind of down.
We had received a text that I had gained admission there. Yes. I was very happy. I was even jumping. Yes. I was very happy because I wanted to be there. And besides, that was the only form I bought. I didn't buy any other form. So I was focused that, yes, I wanted to be there. And when I got it, yes, I was overjoyed, yes.
I was very, very happy. We were all overjoyed as a family.
So it was my mom who did the payment. It hasn't been easy, but she's tried her best. But I'll say as I go along now, that's when the financial problem will come up again. I don't know how to explain it. I feel great about it. Being the first I can be able to help.
Really touched, because here was a brilliant student and a girl as such. So intuitively, I just picked up the phone and called one of my former lecturers, who happens to be a family friend. And the first question I asked was, if you had admission and it's delayed by a day, is it too late? And he said no. Unfortunately for me, I was depending on my last reserve, because I normally save for a rainy day and I hardly touch that money in the bank. So I was just wondering what to do. So I signed a check. So I signed a check for that, to go and pay her fees, and then I decided the rest I'll take over. The provisions, the clothing, the other logistics. So I invited her mother and told her this was it. And she was so grateful.
So I don't know. I didn't know how. I didn't know what to feel at that moment, but it just came as a surprise, and I thank God for that, because at that moment I knew that really God heard my prayers, even when I thought He wasn't coming through and all that. I was going through hell. He was, yes. So right then, my education was just sorted out. My fees were going to be paid and everything. So I was just so happy.
While Esther's relationship with her auntie has become more difficult, Charlotte's relationship with her mother has changed entirely.
It was a normal relationship, but not like the closely mother, until I had admission to the university. By God's grace, luckily enough, 2 days before I had the admission, a friend of hers gave 1,000 cedis to keep for her. And then I was able to save 500 cedis from my initial wages. That was how come we were able to get the funds. What really encouraged me the most is to know that I'm the only female from my mom's side, from my daddy's side, the first girl to go to college. And I have a lot of responsibilities on me, especially my younger sister and my younger brother. They are looking up to me to help them out when I get out of college. So if I'm doing something, then I go back and then, am I going to disappoint them? So they are my source.
By the time I'm getting ready to leave for the U.S., all the girls are getting ready to leave for college.
When I say I'm doing something, I have to do it. I have to get to the highest point. I know what I'm about. I know what I'm here for.
Because I'm not afraid of anything. I've seen all that I have to see. I don't think I'm afraid to face anyone or anything.
My things are ready. And, I'll be leaving tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah, probably if everything goes on smoothly.